Ooh, that smells like burnt rubber and Vaseline. Can I ask you guys a question?
Yes.
So,
only one.
I build custom-made cabinets, like handmade, custom-made cabinets.
Yeah.
I spray them. I make cabinet doors. I install them. Tell me, why is Elden Ring harder than that? Hey, I'm Marcus.
I'm Atrax.
And I'm Nick.
We are working class nerds.
Cue the intro. That's right, we are Working Class Nerds, the podcast that gives you no information about your favorite information.
Today is Thursday, April 6th, 2023, and you can find this 193 podcast on Apple Podcasts, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and anywhere you can find a podcast in the galaxy far, far away.
You can also find every single Working Class Nerds episode on YouTube. Just search for the Working Class Nerds podcast or go to youtube.com/MarcusB814. Click on playlists, click on Working Class Nerds, and boom! Every episode, past and present, right at your fingertips.
You can watch me play video games Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at twitch.tv/MarcusB814.
And you can watch me play video games every single Monday night at twitch.tv/NickVern51.
And we're all on the social medias. I am at MarcusB814.
I am Atrax_A.
And I'm at Nick Vern. That's an ACKV art in this week's episode. We have joining us a longtime friend of the show, an amazing raid partner. He is the carrying and Call of Duty raids royalty himself. It's Rhaiu. Welcome back to the show. And what have you been up to?
It's good to be back. Well, I had a daughter. That's the biggest news in my life.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. Yeah, she's 4 months old, and then it's different having a kid now.
I can imagine. Marcus knows. Me and Atrax do not.
Yep.
Count your blessings. That's all I can say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy with my situation.
Outside of that, a lot of gaming in the spare time, carrying you guys in Call of Duty. It's the hardest challenge since I retired from streaming, and that's it. Moderating for Marcus, modding for Chimeri, just kind of hanging out, vibing, enjoying life.
Hell yeah, that's what it's all about.
I think life with kids, it changes, but I can't imagine going back now. Like, I just got out of work and my kids FaceTiming me crying that they miss their daddy and they want me to come home. Like, granted, once they're older, they're not going to want us around, but like, it's different. Like when you're like single or you're in a relationship and you don't have kids, you don't appreciate the extra time you have and you think you're way busier than you are. And then you have kids and it's like, wow, I wish I really knew that I actually had time before, because now there's none. But Rhaiu, you are in the super sweet spot of a kid because the kid doesn't really move a lot right now.
And they probably started sleeping through the night, maybe?
A little bit. She has her moments.
Yeah, but the sleeping through the night doesn't matter. It's like nudging and maybe a little bit of crawling. But like once they're mobile, game changer. Like there's no more Call of Duty while the kid's just chilling. I can remember playing so much Star Wars The Old Republic while my Julia just sat in her like little thingy thing swinging, and every 30 seconds I just had to give it the push to swing it. It was great. Carrie's like, how long have you been playing SWTOR? About 4 hours. Really? Have you changed the diaper of the baby? She's been sleeping the whole time, Carrie. She's like, you didn't get her up. Now she's going to be up all night. Sucks for you. I got to go to work.
That's funny.
Yeah, she gets around a little bit. She started to kind of figure out that she can grab things and pull herself. So we're starting to get to that, and she's curious about everything. Like she'll sit here and just reach out and like grab whatever's right there. So she'll like grab onto my wife's hair like all the time.
Oh yeah.
Pulling it, she won't let go. So that's been fun. The whole diaper thing, oh my god, I don't understand. It you never know what you get when you open those things, man. Sometimes you get a little tiny little thing. Other times you get a buckshot and it just goes everywhere. It's like shit.
And if you guys go
it's
for
all
two,
up their back and everything. And
Oh.
okay, so I'll challenge you this real
and if
quick.
you go for two, and the boy, and you have a boy, and you open up that diaper, and the hose is going.
That's funny. I will
What's
say,
the challenge, Nick?
no, I will say, like, it's really gross when like a baby has like a poop up their back and stuff out of their diaper, but it's way more gross when it's an adult.
Yeah.
Just saying. Life in the ER is a little gross.
Well,
I'm sure.
But no, I mean, you're doing a job, so it's like a lot different, but versus like the baby changing, you're like not prepared for that kind of. It's just like it's like, oh, this could be completely no big deal, and you're like, oh my god. Versus like in the hospital, you're kind of expecting a horror show, and you're mentally geared up for it. You know,
well,
at least that'd be me.
Carrie and I, like with the first one, we just dealt with it, but once we had Ryan, like when we would smell the poop and we would both smell it the first time, we'd be like, cover our nose, like it was not it. I would lose a lot.
Yeah, because I'm sure she smelled it I feel like this is completely anecdotal, but I feel like women smell better than guys do. Like have better smelling perception, I should say. Or maybe at least as my mom does, because she can fucking smell. She's like, have you been drinking? And I had like a beer like 6 hours ago, brushed my teeth twice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
or like, the whole house smells like weed, and I have it like in my car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you just got caught a lot, Nick.
Yeah, I guess when I use those two examples, or like, I don't know, food things too. Like it's all the above.
Moms get like this superhuman
Senses?
like senses.
Yeah, like hearing
like
and
my
shit.
kids will wake up. Like now I'm better because if my kids are having nightmares, I wake up and Carrie doesn't. But when the kids were like little, those motherfuckers would be up and I would be. She would elbow me. Did you hear Brian screaming? What? I didn't hear anything. You're useless.
Yeah, I could agree with that completely. The only time that I was up before Jess was when we were in the hospital, like right after the birth, and like she was exhausted and everything.
Yeah.
So like I got zero sleep for like 3 days because when Lila was born, she had what's that called?
Colicky?
No, she wasn't colicky. It's jaundice. She had a little bit of jaundice, so they kept her under like these big blue UV lights that she has to stay under.
Yep.
So those things are, one, they're bright as hell, and two, they make this low pitch sound. So it's like you're sitting there with a bug zapper out on the porch trying to go to sleep. But it's like every move she would make, every little sneeze, I would jump out of bed like, oh my god, something's wrong, and just be dead to the world.
That's funny. And now I'm sure it's evened out more, right?
You know what's funny? You know how Rhaiu is from the country? When he hears a he thinks of a bug zapper outside. I hear I'm thinking vibrator in somebody's drawer.
Wow. Wow.
Or bedside.
Wow.
Yeah, same. I was like, bug zapper. That's not what I thought.
No.
Yeah.
This
I
is the
think
problem.
like fridge.
Having Yankees for friends.
Fridge Yankees.
Anything.
Oh my god. We're all right. Anyways. Oh, I don't have my media thing queued up to click the button.
So Rhaiu, so what games have you been playing other than Call of Duty?
Let's see. I played a little bit of Lost Ark. That recently released a new class. I guess, yeah, new class.
The artist?
Yeah, it's really, really cool playing the artist, but I've been enjoying the paladin more. Been trying to play more with the AIE crowd, but that has unfortunately stalled, which is understandable. I mean, the game is very grinding, so you have to invest a lot to get to current content. Let's see. Adventure Quest 3D. Now, I talked to Atrax about these guys before. They're a very small developer. They're called Artix Entertainment, and they are widely known for like Adventure Quest or Dragon Fable, those older side-scrolling.
Oh, this is for the kids, right?
Well, it originally started out that way. But the first thing that they made was called Adventure Quest Worlds. That was my first MMO.
Guess we're listening to the trailer.
No, sorry.
Oh, you're good. So that was my first MMO, and I got introduced to that many years ago at a rec center when I was a kid, and that's where I started. You know, I had my love for MMOs, and when I found out that they were making a 3D version that has also been ported to mobile, I wanted to give it a try. Played it for a while and kind of fell off because the content, again, it's a small team, so they don't have like a backlog of content to push out.
Yeah, but it's this game was created for kids.
It's a good starter for kids to get into gaming. I know at least when Lila gets older, like I'm going to introduce her to that because it's something that's a little bit easier. It's not as punishing as Elden Ring or anything else.
Well, I think like Elden Ring, that's like adult game. I'm talking about like kid games. Like I can't wait to teach Ryan how to play Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh my God.
What is that?
It's like an X-rated game where you're like fuck a bunch of hookers and stuff or something.
It's one of those, isn't it one of those click adventure games too?
I think so. You like click on the boobs and they jiggle more or something. I never played it, but I always walked by it on like the rental video games in like Hollywood Video. Yeah, way back when. It's like we didn't have Blockbuster; we had Hollywood Video closest to me. So
Hollywood Video was better, though.
I think so too. Yeah.
Wow. But anywho, so it's just a nice little MMO to play.
Yeah,
and I've enjoyed it. I like it because it's customized. It's pretty much just a dress up thing, and they have really, really terrible puns throughout the course of the game. Like as you play the story, it's all one-liners and shit. So it's entertaining. It's all very detailed artwork. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's just been a fun time sink.
Hell yeah. Atrax, how's it going? What have you been up to?
It's been good. You know, I mean, Rhaiu mentioned it. We've talked about it very regularly. We have plans after the show to jam on the Call of Duty Season Battle Pass. Try and get it completed. I think we have 5 days left. 5 days, 6 days?
Not a lot.
5 days.
Only a couple days left, and I think I have 50% to go, so I need to get on it.
I do too. I just hit 50% today.
This season feels a lot more difficult than last season, and I don't know if it actually is or if it just feels that way.
I know for me, I have a lot less double XP tokens this season. Like I used a ton last season on like double weapon XP and double. Does the regular double XP go towards the battle pass progression?
I think it's just battle pass XP.
Oh, okay.
Tokens. And I never used those last season.
Neither did I.
Oh, and then I didn't either because I don't think I've ever had any. Now that
I completed the whole battle pass, yeah. But I don't know. This one it feels like after 2 or 3 games, then I finally get a token. Whereas last battle pass, it was like every other game I would get a token.
Yeah, I think it has to do with like the number of games because when I'm playing Shipment 24/7, the games are a lot shorter. Like I feel like I'm progressing through the battle pass a lot faster than I did before that playlist was out for this season. You know what I mean?
I suppose. I think I've really only played Shipment. I don't know. It just feels like I'm playing a lot more to get less tokens.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just a feel thing, or maybe it's like what you said about the games just cycling not nearly as fast or something.
Right.
But it's really, really been a grind. And last season was the first time I think I've ever completed a battle pass. So now going to this season where and I've played a little bit less, but still, it feels like it takes a lot longer when I am playing, and I'm completing the challenges, like the daily challenges. I always get those done.
Yeah, me too.
But it still feels like it takes forever. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I need to get good, but I'm still having fun, and the raids are great. I really want to get the raid episode 2 weapon skin because I got the raid episode 1. And both of them are green. They're like a toxic green color. And
sweet.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on it.
I would run through the raid again with y'all.
I really want Atrax to put shit on his shelves behind him. It actually bothers me a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
They're empty.
You should just get like a poop emoji, air freshener or something, just to be like, here, I put shit on my shelves.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a bunch of stuff on your walls and shelves before?
I did, but that was when this wall was wallpapered.
Mm-hmm.
And so in order to de-wallpaper it and paint it, I had to move everything. And I've been very slow to move it back because I had to fly out to Boston to see Marcus and, all that stuff. So.
Yeah. You didn't just
Nick
see Marcus.
Not there?
I know.
Was Nick not there? What is he fucking invisible?
Well, I directed it at you because you're the one who said, "Oh, you have to put stuff on your shelves."
Dude, hey, I hate to tell you, for 10 episodes prior to that, the shelf was empty too.
Well, actually, the shelf wasn't even there.
Right. It's just a blank wall.
Yeah, it was just a wall.
Well, so what I'll say about
from the window
to the wall to the empty shelf with nothing on it at all.
What I'll say about a battle pass is sometimes when you play a game that you're really enjoying, you get into the battle pass and you might feel as if you're not getting levels or not progressing, but really you're just having a great time and it's going. That's how I always look at it. You're not having a good time?
Well, no, I mean, battle pass is always for what you get out of it.
I don't know.
I never buy a battle pass just because.
Yeah.
There needs to be a skin that I want.
A skin, a weapon.
Something.
Yeah, honestly, the 2 weapons in there this time are both really good. The Hemlock and the Broadside.
Yeah, and the katanas. The katanas are sick.
Cool.
Dude, I built a barn out of Hemlock once, and it was great.
A barn?
Actually? Did you eat any of the plant? I'm kidding, because Hemlock's poison.
I don't know. I just cut the wood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Hemlock is like a classic, poison that they would use.
I love wood.
You hear it a lot in Shakespearean literature. It's like, they drank I'm pretty sure that's how either Romeo or Juliet killed themselves. They drank Hemlock. I forgot.
I think
they
did
actually
Juliet.
say what the
I think
poison was?
Romeo stabbed himself.
Yeah, I don't remember who'd picked which flavor of death, but yeah. What was I gonna say?
So anyway, speaking about death, the Resident Evil 4 remake. Been playing that.
Great transition.
Yeah.
Nice.
Flawless segue.
Victory.
Flawless
victory.
Is it out, the Resident Evil 4 remake?
Yes, I have been playing it. I am up to chapter 3. And as its own game, it's really good. As a remake of Resident Evil 4, I have a couple of complaints. The first one, and the biggest one, being that for knives, for some reason, for your knife, it has durability. And they added this parry system in the game. So when enemies are coming to attack you, you can use your knife to parry them. And just that was so unneeded. You don't need to do that, please. The durability did not need to be there whatsoever. I really don't like it. But outside of that, everything else has been great. The graphics have been great. The playing through it, the chainsaw guy is terrifying. Like the new model looks so creepy with his eyes popping out of the bag. It is it's very difficult. I've been playing on I think it's hardcore mode, because it says like there's the 3 options, and the first one, or the hardest one, is if you've played Resident Evil 4 2005, and that was like my first rated M game I ever played as a kid. And of course then I played a ton of it, and I mean the GameCube version was absolutely amazing. So this game is very, very close to my heart.
Didn't the GameCube version come with a chainsaw controller if you got the collector's edition?
Yes, you bought the collector's edition. Yep.
That's cool.
And it was like 4 discs. I think it was 4 discs, or maybe it was 2. No, maybe it was only 2 discs.
Man,
but it was a multiple disc game for GameCube.
That's a lot of dicks.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh yeah, this guy is creepy.
Right?
Yeah.
He's like a cross between Scarecrow and
like the
Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy.
Yeah. Especially because his head's all screwed up because of how wide it is. Like the eyes are like a foot apart.
Right.
They're all bloody and like bugging out through the hole in the mag.
Yeah, and that's the other creepy part too, is that they like protrude out of the bag.
Yeah.
And that's like Jesus. The only thing. It is pretty terrifying. I have yet to encounter the first like big boss.
Yeah.
I've fought some of the formidable opponents, like the chainsaw guy and whatnot. But I haven't gotten to the first what's his name? The Big Cheese. I forget what the guy's name is. Anyway, the first level boss.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten there yet. But I have been recording my playthrough because I want to get good at mixing audio. So hopefully, maybe I'll put that out. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. I want to record all of it first. I want to get it all done before that happens. And finally, last thing I've got, like always, back with it, the Steam sales. Everspace 2 on sale this week. It is a space fighting, fly around in ships and blow stuff up game. I played it a little bit at PAX. They had a big booth there where you could just walk. It was one of those things, like Marcus said, where you just walk up and play. 10% off. Yeah, 10% off. The graphics look really, really good. A lot of people really, really like it. If you're looking for a fly around space game, Everspace 2 on sale until April 13th. In addition, there is a Lovecraftian Days sale till April 10th. All sorts of really cool Lovecraftian style games. You've got like Dusk, Scorn, Darkest Dungeon, which is one of my favorite games, actually. Really, really enjoyed that. That game is brutal. And let's see what else. Oh, Frontier Publisher sale. The last thing. Frontier Publisher sale. You've got Jurassic World, Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, Elite Dangerous, another fly around shoot 'em up space game, Warhammer 40K, Chaos Gate. I know we have a lot of Warhammer fans out there. So yeah, Warhammer game is on sale. Go swoop that up. I think it's like 50% off. I know Elite Dangerous is 75% off. So big sales until April 13th for some games and April 15th for others.
Sweet.
So go spend your money on Steam, Nerds Community.
Yeah. Hashtag not a sponsor, but maybe someday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hook it up, Steam. Valve, please.
Valve.
That'd be great. Sponsored by Valve. No. Marcus, how have you been, man?
What have you been up to? How are the things?
Yeah.
Things are okay. I got really burnt out, and like I feel like I've mentioned this a lot over the course of the last couple months.
Yeah.
I'm really burnt out. Literally, I'm working so much, and everybody hears that all the time, but like legit, the hours are unhealthy.
Yeah.
So I took, I don't know, a week off of streaming, and it was really nice because I actually got to like sit on the couch and watch Monday Night Raw. I got to watch SmackDown. I got to watch Saturday and Sunday night WrestleMania. Like, and I was chilling.
That's great.
And, yeah, like I needed it so much. And if you are a wrestling fan, fuck Roman Reigns. Thank you. Moving on. Fucking cheating prick. But anyway, so, and yes, I know it's all staged, but fuck you, WWE, for doing that. Cody Rhodes is the man. Anyway, so Nick spilt his beer somewhere, for sure.
No, I'm going to blow my nose.
Oh, so needless to say, so I've taken a little bit of break. On Tuesday, I was working late as fuck. And then I went over to Nick's. So I was talking to his dad, and I was like, yo, let's go to Nick's house tonight. Because earlier in the day, I said, what are you doing tonight? And Nick's like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm smoking a bunch of weed, playing video games, just chilling on my birthday.
It was
so
great.
it was his birthday. And so I made his dad, who never drives, pick me up in his new fucking car. And we went over to his house, and, you know, his dad always goes above and beyond. He bought a little cake. You know, I was like, just grab a couple beers. And he's like, yeah. Ends up with a cake. Yeah, he grabs cake and ice cream. Like, what the fuck?
He doesn't get regular ice cream either. He's got to get Arethusa Farms.
Yeah, like
creamery.
Yeah, like the bougiest ice cream you can find.
Right.
So
it's
we
like
went over there, and
$17 for a little pint.
Yeah, Nick's like 65 years old, but yet we still sang him happy birthday. It was great.
Right. Like my AARP application just got accepted.
Yeah, and so that was great. So I got home for clan night late, but it was worth it. I ended up jamming on Destiny for about an hour and a half, which I had a lot of fun. But I will say this. Because I'm getting screwed by the most rude game ever made.
Yeah.
It makes me want to play it more. It's like
wait. What are you talking about?
So Elden Ring.
Okay, well, because you went from clan night to that.
Well, yeah. So like I played Destiny and I had fun, but like now I'm watching videos or listening to videos or whatever, and I just want to play Elden Ring because I'm so bad at it, and it's actually embarrassing how bad I am. Like,
it's great content.
And the shitty part is like, I don't understand. Like, everybody's like, oh, you just dash, roll out of the way as soon as the hit's about to hit you. Well, I roll and it still hits me, and then it kills me, and then I fucking have to run back. And I'm learning that there is no save points. Like, you don't save, you just die and come back. Like, there is no save point. But I didn't know, like, I thought you lose everything when you die. But that's not the case. So last night I went in the Discord. I was hanging out with Rhaiu and Atrax and Doritos, and we're just chilling. And I decided to click the live button in Discord so these guys could watch me play Elden Ring. Well, I'm never played it, like, as Nick knows, I don't do well with open world gaming. Like, I need a direction to go. So I'm just exploring this place, and I go into this like little pond area, and there were some enemies just like fighting each other. They're like kind of like zombies. And all of a sudden this fucking animal comes flying down and lands on the ground, lands on top of me, and kills me. My face, like, I'm glad nobody could see me because I legit screamed like a girl, like a 7-year-old girl, and was just like, are you fucking kidding me? A dragon just landed on my head. Like, this is bullshit. And then when I came back, there was like enemies, like your other players can leave notes on the ground, and somebody put on the note on the ground, which I didn't read. It said, beware of dragon. Like, fuck. And then I have Rhaiu and A-Track's being complete trolls. Like, oh yeah, you should definitely go down there, Marcus. Like, no, I shouldn't.
Go check out the pond. Yeah,
Go check out the pond. Like,
I didn't say that.
I heard the water's nice this time of year.
I gave you the treasure. Come on.
Yeah, that was because you felt bad about killing me everywhere else. That was early game. No. You gave me a gift, let me build my trust, and then I trusted you, and you let me die the rest of the night.
I trusted you.
I trusted you.
You are my brother, Anakin.
I never gave you misleading information that was not me in the voice call.
Don't point the finger now.
I didn't point any fingers. I just said it wasn't me.
Wait. Both of you motherfuckers were lying to me, okay? don't let them fool you.
It wasn't me.
But anyway, so like I was saying, so the night ended with us. We just had a great time. It was just like a classic dudes night hanging out. You ever hang out with your friends and you're just chilling?
Yeah.
Like there's no objective to the night. Like Doritos was playing Destiny and Star Wars.
Yep.
Rhaiu was playing Call of Duty. Atrax was playing Call of Duty, but then like checking on his supper. And Rhaiu was playing Call of Duty and bowing down to his wife every time she spoke. So it was a really fun night. Like it was a really fun night. And then there's me just getting butt fucked by Elden Ring at every corner. And like, I don't honestly think I ever need to play Dead Space because the jump scares that I get in Elden Ring are better than Dead Space will ever give me. Like, really? I know the enemy's coming, and then all of a sudden another one pops out from behind me, and now there's two of them, and I lose my mind. Like, I can't handle it. I can't handle the pressure.
The amount of panic that Marcus goes through when the smallest new thing gets introduced. Like, he'll be fighting a guy with, a giant shield and a spear, and then some like little peon guy comes up with a sword and he's like, oh my god, what do I do, guys, help me out here. What there's two of them? What are you talking about? How am I supposed to do this?
It doesn't actually sound like that, but
no, it sounds,
that was a great impression.
That sounded pretty close.
Anyway, so I'm really enjoying it, and the night ended with me getting to the top of this like mountain hill, and there's this like center stone, and clearly it looks like an elevator, and it's like illuminated with purple lights. And I'm like, all right, this is a boss. And everybody's like, oh, it's not a boss, because if it was a boss, it would have like haze over the doorway. And I'm like, all right. So I go down there. Little do I know it's the most fucking agile, like dog person ever. And it like crawls around and like hits you with like a what are those? What are the?
A scythe?
What are those weapons?
A scythe.
Yeah, scythe. Yeah.
Wait. Are you talking about in the purple circle?
Mm-hmm.
Because I 100% told you there is a boss there. Go fight it.
But you said it's not really a boss because
I said it's not a quest line main story boss, but it is a formidable, tough opponent.
Technically, the dragon wasn't a boss either, but
yeah,
beat your ass.
Yeah, like that's what I said. It is a formidable opponent. Just go fight it. Like but don't be afraid.
The thing I don't understand about the game is I don't understand where to go to get level. Like everybody's like, oh, you got to find gear and armor and all this stuff. I have only had one piece of gear drop for me so far since I've played the game. Like I've had some bullshit weapon fall, but it's like going from my katana to like a butter knife. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what the fuck do I care about this piece of a weapon? So like, I guess I'm really in like a stage of like, I understand the grind because of MMOs. Like I'll stay in one area and kill the same enemies for 4 hours to get my level up. But at the same time, like I need to know, like, where do I get gear? Where do I buy a suit of armor or earn one? Where do I get a better katana? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe those teaching you, which is, I mean, mostly me, should do a better job, because I mean we have been kind of mean and just like, oh yeah, go fight it, just go do whatever. But mostly you just get your weapons and stuff from killing things. That's why, you kill easier stuff so that you can go kill harder stuff.
Well, right, but I don't think I'm at the level to kill the purple guy. And for anybody wanting to know, I'll tell you what it's called.
The purple guy?
Yeah, it's at one
Bloodhound Knight.
Yeah, it's at one of the purple summoning circle things. I forget what they're called.
Bloodhound Knight. But yeah. Anyway, so I've been playing Elden Ring. I've been taking a break from streaming and pretty much everything. Enjoying the fuck out of wrestling. Again.
Let's see. Like running all fours?
You can.
Oh, got it. Interesting.
2,000 HP.
That's not that much.
1,985.
Yeah, it's not that much when you're hitting them only for 7 hit points every hit, it's a lot.
You're only doing 7?
I don't know how much I'm doing. It's not a lot. I'm a little bitch in the game. I'm like level 2, even though that's not how it works. I've done 2 upgrades, or maybe 3.
I'll be
nice.
I'll help you.
This is honestly making me want to play this, to be like, all right, how hard can it be? And I know it's crazy hard. You know what I mean?
Well,
yeah.
Nick, I think you will be significantly better at this game than me, just because you've played games like this.
Not
you've
like
played a lot of open.
Yeah, but you've played a lot
of
of games that like that. Maybe not like a Dark Souls game, but
yeah, I guess
played
that's true.
Like hundreds and hundreds of hours of
Witcher.
Skyrim. You know what I mean? And like
with The Witcher.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Witcher.
you know the combat. The only game I've ever played like this is Jedi Fallen Order, and I play that shit on easy.
Yeah, that's true. You never really had to learn any of the dances in fights if you're playing on easy.
Right, but that's
like, I only
why
played it on medium, but still, like, you still have to like respect the mechanics and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, because if you don't respect the mechanics, you're gonna get your shit pushed in.
Yeah, like you can't just cheese it. Yeah. Was that your impression of shit being pushed into something?
Yes.
Wow.
All right.
All right.
Anyway, so that's it. That's really it for me. It was really a dull week, except celebrating Nick's birthday with him.
Woo woo.
And yeah. And having Storm and Norman drive for once in his lifetime.
Oh, I failed so hard. I should have uploaded a sound for my section, but it's okay.
Anyways. Oh, and last thing is, fuck you to all the haters. Because UConn are champions.
Exactly.
Sorry, I got to cut you off, Nick.
Whatever.
There is something. Thank goodness I remembered, Marcus, because you didn't put it in your notes. There's a game that's free to play.
Oh yeah, everybody go. I want everybody that's out there to gift Chimeri a copy of Pineapple on Pizza. It's a new game. It's free to play on Steam. Everybody gift him that, please. He loves it.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, UConn.
Yes. So thanks for asking me how my week is, Marcus.
I don't need to. You know.
Hey Nick, how's your week?
Thanks, Atrax. I'm glad somebody asked. So
we can't hear it.
Yeah, I'm glad we can't hear it.
This is UConn's fight song. So as I'm talking, can you hear it kind of in the background? I was trying to make background music. But so anyways, if you didn't know, I went to UConn. I'm a UConn alum. I played paintball there. Not in Division 2, but just college level paintball.
Was it Division 3?
It was probably about that. Yeah, about Division 3-ish. Like when you got to the finals, it's like good Division 3. Oh,
so it wasn't Division 2.
There's the fight song. No, it was not Division 2.
Not Division 2.
I'll make sure to keep talking over this so that we don't get DCMALMNOP'd. But the
UConn.
I forgot what it's called. But it's UConn won Monday night. So instead of streaming, it's not I mean, honestly, I don't particularly care about basketball in general, especially not college basketball. But even though I went to UConn, so that's fairly sacrilegious to go there and not like basketball. But instead of streaming, the UConn's men's basketball team was in the championship game Monday night. So like, I was like, all right, well, although I don't care about basketball, if your college is in the finals, like you got to watch it. So I was like, all right, well, why don't I do a watch party instead? Because I don't want to not do anything with the community, but find a happy medium. I wish we were recording the video. These guys just dancing around.
Well, what happened, Nick, when you did that? What happened?
Oh, so I streamed I found a way to play the game on my computer. There's a way through CBS, whatever.
Right.
And then
what happened?
Keep going.
What happened in the game?
I don't know why you keep stopping.
UConn won. Woo!
They won!
They won the whole thing. Let's go. That was great.
Oh, that was fucking awesome.
I was like, what? I don't know what you're teeing up here. So that was great. So anyways, they won, which is awesome. They honestly kind of blew out the other team. So it was decisive, but that was great. It was cool to hang out in the Discord with Doritos was in there the whole time. Atrax was there. Rhaiu, did you come in too? I think.
Yes. I did.
Yep.
I was there,
Doritos.
but Nick's chair. I only got Nick's chair. And
So
I got the Doritos.
I started stream at 9, but the game didn't actually start till 9:20. So like from 9:05 to 9:19, I was in the bathroom, and apparently that's when Marcus stopped by. But yeah.
You remembered very specifically how long you were in the bathroom, like.
Well, because then I started getting self-conscious about it. Because Doritos texted me, he's like, "Oh, nice watch party. I'm in here with a chair." And then and then
awesome.
Marcus told me the next day, I'm like, I wasn't gone that long. I was like, all right, there's nobody in here. I got like 15 minutes. It's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Perfect. And then come back to the haters. But yeah, so that was Monday night. Then Tuesday was my actual birthday. So I took the day off. I relaxed majorly. It was very nice. I just I don't like to do anything special for my birthday. I just like to make sure I don't do anything I don't want to do, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I'm not, going, I don't know. I don't have to go do anything. Like I don't need like a party or anything, but I definitely like to just relax and enjoy myself, which I did. And then as Marcus chatted about, I forgot about trivia. I got surprised by Marcus and my dad, so we had like an impromptu guys' night, which was kind of nice. That not kind of nice. It was wicked nice. That was a really, I don't know, it was just a really cool gesture from the two of them. Because we weren't going to do regular guys' night because yesterday, I went to Star Wars trivia night at CT Valley Brewing Company, which is a local brewery, with Joey Feta, his wife Corey, Jacob, and his girlfriend Alexi, I should say. He is no longer the most eligible bachelor in the nerds community, but I am.
I think you're forever going to be that.
The most eligible bachelor in the nerds community. That's very likely to be the case. But what was I going to say? The Star Wars trivia at this place is super difficult. We got the most questions wrong, and so like there were 5 rounds. We got 3 rounds. Sorry, we got 2 rounds 100% correct. 1 round we got 1 wrong. The first round we got 2 wrong because I fucked up and I thought there were 8 Jedi in the Jedi Council. There's actually 12. And then I forgot the other question we got wrong.
That's
and then they asked for Peter Mayhew's height within 1 inch, and I guessed 6'10". It's 7'3". So now I'll know that.
Dude, when you have the Google.
No, you can't Google. You can't use your phone.
What would be the purpose of trivia if you could pull your phone out and Google?
Yeah, like the whole point is like, do you know this off the top of your head? But I will say, shout out to Joey Feta, aka Mr. Frozen Cheddar, aka Cheddar_minis_painting. He had the big dick answer of the day because one of the questions was, what's the name of the guy that comes up to Obi-Wan in the bar in Attack of the Clones and tries to sell him death sticks? And then Obi-Wan goes, you do not want to sell me death sticks. You want to go home and reevaluate your life. Go home and reevaluate your life. His name is Elon Sleazebagano. Elan Sleazebagano. So Joey knew that. He like looked it up ahead of time and he was like, yes, let's go. My time to shine. So yeah, there's that. I don't remember what I said. Oh, I somehow remembered Finn from the sequel trilogy, his whole like stormtrooper number.
FN
218774, yeah. Well, okay. Well, I guess it's not that impressive. But no, we got the most wrong. The last round was all sequel stuff, and we got 4 wrong. So we only got, like, going into that last round, we had 3 wrong out of 41 questions. So like we were in like the top 3. We were doing really good, and then the last round we got 4 wrong out of the 10. It was like, well, rip. See you later. But anywho, we did try. Yeah, I got older. I went to trivia. Work is kind of crazy. We're like opening a bunch of studies. It's like 5 or 6 right now, which is a lot of work. And then trying to enroll patients in current ones and do follow-ups on current studies and close other studies. And it's a disaster. Then it's just a lot of volume of work. Also this weekend before the UConn win, Monday, I worked the tower / scoreboard of the local paintball tournament this weekend. Not Division 2, it was Division 3 and 4, which was fun. And I got 10 free cases of paint for sitting up in the tower and just drinking beer and hanging out with my friends. It was not a bad gig at all.
Was it Division 2 paint though?
No. The paint will be for Division 2 practices.
Oh, okay.
It's not really Division 2 paint though. The event paint's a lot nicer. Marcus, do we have any AIE news?
Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, you have Star Wars: The Old Republic and Destiny 2's Clan Night.
Whoa!
If you want to hang out with me, you come play Destiny 2. If you want to hang out with all of the other cool people, go play Star Wars: The Old Republic.
And if all this sounds fun to you, go to AIE-guild.org. Get our Discord information in the top right-hand corner of the website. Click that purple button. Whether or not you play Star Wars: The Old Republic, Destiny 2, World of Warcraft 2, Elder Scrolls Online, or any of the games that we play, including My Little Pony Online, we would love to have you. And with that, I gotta pee. So we'll be right back.
Gurgle. My God, what is taking him so goddamn long?
Nick, hurry up, man.
It's all that beer you're drinking. Come on, bro.
Bros before hoes, man. Get off Snapchat.
And we're back. Today, we're catching up on all of the questions from you, the working class community.
Yes.
From weeks of us not doing it. And at the same time, there's going to be plenty of sidebars that come up from this.
And exactly, with plenty of...
Oh, yeah.
We got to get Kitty back on the show.
I just wanted to hit the clip. That's all. Or push the button.
Before we jump in, I did a thing last night. There's a little stream change. My whole thing looks different.
Whoa. You changed your theme?
He changed the stream.
I just felt like there was time for a change. I've been doing the same shit. It's nothing crazy. It's just
he tracks.
That
sounded like a movie trailer guy for an action movie
in the world gone mad.
Yeah.
Only one man can save humankind.
Brought to you by the director of Titanic.
This summer, Keanu Reeves is Marcus B814.
Speaking of Keanu Reeves, I've never seen John Wick.
Yeah, that is
I haven't either.
Sacrilege. Oh my God.
That is.
You know what? We need to let's do a watch party at some point then, Marcus. John Wick.
Tomorrow night.
I'll do.
There it is. Ooh.
I'll watch John Wick 1.
I'm legitimately not opposed to that tomorrow night. I don't remember if I have plans or not, but
that would be you do now.
You got to go 1 through 4.
Friday night, tomorrow night, we're watching.
We'll watch the first one, 9 o'clock.
We'll watch John Wick. Yep.
Watch party. So by the time you hear this, there's a watch party tonight. No.
Yeah. I'm going
to try
to be up tomorrow morning.
No, tomorrow.
You missed the watch party. Sorry, but go join the Discord.
Nick is going to get out of work at lunchtime. He's going to come home. He's going to play a little Call of Duty, and he's going to fall asleep on his chair with his slice of pizza sitting on his button up. And then he's going to go back to work, and then he'll get home from work, take a nap, smoke some weed, and it's still not going to be edited.
I will say Nick exceeded our expectations last week and got it
Yeah.
done.
Exactly. I got it done. I'm responsible sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like the Wheel of Fortune. Like sometimes you hit the bankrupt, sometimes you get the 1,000.
Don't hit a Zonko.
Fortune.
Ding.
All right. Quinn
Like
asks,
Val.
what was your favorite part of PAX?
Well, I can
Rhaiu?
go first.
Oh, yeah, I absolutely loved it. The food was phenomenal. Some of the people that dressed up was really cool to look at and get some photos with. I think it was really cool just to see Marcus and Atrax and Nick just walk behind a curtain while I just kind of stand there like a kid who lost his mom.
Well, see,
That's
like if
funny.
people didn't,
That would have happened if we
I was just gonna say that's exactly what would have happened if you actually were there. I was gonna say my favorite part was probably still the. Well, I'm gonna go to. Oh, this is so on brand for me, but like I'm gonna do a couple things. My favorite game, like straight up favorite game experience, was the Peaky Blinders VR game. It's Peaky Blinders something Kingdom. I forgot, but look it up. It's only a VR game. I think it comes out on Steam like this week. But just because I'd never played, I love Peaky Blinders the show so much. What, Marcus?
Why are you laughing?
Carrie just sent me this thing. It says parents don't really go on vacation. They just take care of their kids in a different city.
That's funny.
That's funny.
That is funny.
The King's Ransom is the game you're thinking of.
Thank you.
Yes.
Peaky Blinders, the King's Ransom.
The Peaky fucking Blinders.
It was cool. Like I've never played a VR game, and you get shoved into like one of my favorite worlds, like in media, if you will, or content. So it was super extra immersive because of the VR, and then it's also a world that I really like. Like if I played like a VR Star Wars game, I feel like that would be epic. Also, I know they have like a crappy like dueling one, but like I mean like a real story game.
Yeah.
That would be epic. So that's like my favorite game. Another factor I really enjoyed, and this is going to be a little like narcissistic or sort of, but it was pretty fucking cool to be media and like see the developers like treat you different. Like I felt really bougie, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's all. So anyways, what do you guys think? What do you guys like a lot? What's your favorite part of PAX?
Marcus?
I'll let you go first.
So my favorite moment in PAX, and I've burned this into my head, was when, and I think I talked about it on the last episode, my Discord profile picture is like me standing in the causeway with a majority of PAX in front of me.
Yeah.
And that moment when the floor was empty, it was, I think, like 7 or something like that. And it was so quiet. There was almost no one there.
Yeah.
And I was just walking, looking at all of the different booths and the games and seeing just seeing all the games, seeing all these people that came here to work hard for the sake of video games, to display their game, to promote gaming products or chairs or whatever. I've never been to a big gaming convention like that. And so for me, that was my favorite part. Just seeing that and standing there when it was completely empty and seeing booth after booth, all these big companies, small companies, tabletops, like it wasn't just video games. There were other types of games there too.
Yep.
So that
lots of board and tabletop.
Right. Just looking at all of that and being able to see that was, for me, that was my favorite part. I don't know why. It just, that moment I will always remember. That was definitely burned into my head forever.
Can I circle back to like doing one more thing?
Yeah.
I was gonna say another thing I really got a lot of enjoyment out of is like seeing the people who had never been there before, i.e. Atrax and Joey Feta, like just enjoy, really like soak it all in and enjoy it. Like being next to Atrax, all he's like having that moment was really cool,
Yeah.
Or at least when we like took the photos on the walkway and stuff. But like, I don't know, it was just cool to like be a part of something like that's super special to someone else too, That's all.
Yeah.
Not that like I facilitated it or something, but although I guess I did buy the pink unicorn sheets, but
well, and working class nerds, the media passes, like all of that, I don't think I would have been able to afford it without the free media passes. You know,
That's very true too. Yeah,
I probably wouldn't have gone.
Same. Yeah. So Marcus, what was your favorite part of PAX?
I would have to still say it was us three hanging out for 3 days together.
Yeah.
Like number one, because like we're always looking at each other through a webcam.
Right. And yours isn't even centered most of the time.
No, never centered. Not how I roll. But the other thing that I really liked was when like something that Atrax said to me when we were there, and I don't know if I talked about it last week or not, and it really hit home, and it made me really proud to be Greek. When Atrax told us that he can't believe how loud we are, that made my day.
Oh man!
Honestly, mine too. I was like, all right. I was like, walking
Yeah,
with my chest puffed out.
Exactly. Like, all right, we're men. We're men in tights. Let's go.
And just
No,
loud.
it was. I would say that. But Rhaiu said, "What did it feel like being a part of the media at PAX?" And we're gonna like kind of
Like we can dive into that.
Yeah, like for me, like they said, it was cool being the part of the media. It was nice to be recognized. It's not an egotistical thing to say, but like we've worked hard for the show, and it's finally nice that like, hey, because like I looked, there was some media around, but it wasn't like it was an abundance of media there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I definitely saw
like
media
10%.
people, but like it was like 3% of the population. So I was playing Recreation. It was a THQ Nordic game, and
sequel
like,
to Wreckfest, I think.
I don't know. It was a dumb game, but anyway.
Okay.
Dang.
Well, I'll tell you about it in a second. They put me in like a build your track mode, and like I couldn't escape out of it. It was like stuck in build your track mode. And I asked the devs if they could restart it, and they were like, well, that dev that restarts the system is not here right now, and there's no other system. Yeah, and like there's not a like can I bend over and just hit the reset button? But but what was pretty cool is like playing games. Like my favorite move is like Nick is playing some game and I just turn around and I see an empty game console and I just grab the controller and start playing it. Like that is awesome because like when Nick's done, he'll see me because I'm right there and then we'll go on our merry way. Or he'll start playing the game that I was playing, you know?
Yeah, and then the cycle continues.
Right. There was a lot of cool games there. But being a part of the media too, and honestly, not having to pay $257 for a pass, it's pretty sweet.
That was definitely sweet.
And I'm really looking forward to PAX West.
Me too.
But this time, Atrax is paying for the hotel.
Got him.
Okay.
Well,
just wait till you see your sheets, Marcus.
Oh, I hope they're like Rhaiu's kids' poopy sheets.
We had a pre-show conversation about some particularly gnarly diaper stories, but
anyway,
that's actually a good idea. Hey, Rhaiu, can you send me some sheets?
Some sheets.
You got it.
All right, cool.
No, I think what was special about being media, like I had said the short version one question ago, but it was really, I think the biggest like sense of accomplishment is getting the email that we got accepted for media passes. Because then once we're there, like I didn't feel like, I don't know, it was very, very validating for the show and like the work you put in to get that. Be like, yes, like PAX recognizes us as media. That meant a lot. And then once we were there and, you know, leading up to it, we're getting emails about different indie game companies being like, hey, come play our game. Sign up for a time slot to play. That was really cool. So you could pick through like their marketing materials and like see which games you're interested in or not. And then the getting there and actually being able to play, like the like actual interview times that we had set up, I feel like most of the time we didn't get like private playing time, but then the couple times we did was really cool. Like with the Behemoth playing their alien hominid invasion or something like that. I forgot the name of it.
Yep, that's it. Alien hominid invasion.
That was cool because we had a private area. The Riot game Mage Seeker that Atrax got to play, we talked to the developers. That felt like the coolest fucking thing ever because that was not at PAX. That was at our hotel, and it was in like a big like conference room that they had blocked off. But in the
with
conference
special
room,
booths. Yep.
Yeah, they had like it was like media only, like appointment only. Outside the door, and then like you walk in and there's like their PR people like, hey, how are you? You must be working class nerds. It's like, would you like some snacks? And it's like pretzels and like, you know, dry foodie snack things. It's like, how about a coffee? We have sponsored by Starbucks. We have coffee behind us. And then it's like probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 like curtained off booths with like a little setup to play at like a gaming desk, and then like a futon in there for other people, and then a couple of folding chairs. So like in the booth we went into, Atrax is playing. Me and Marcus are sitting on the futon behind him, and like the director of the game and like assistant director or something like that walk in and are like chatting to us like, hey, so this is the lore. Here's what the game's about. Here's this mechanic. Here's what's happening. That was like, it felt like the most exclusive experience, and it was really cool.
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that.
It just felt that felt like the most VIP of the weekend, I would say.
Especially with it being a company. Well, I forget exactly the company that was developing it, but it being a Riot Games sponsored game.
Yeah.
You know, this is tying into League of Legends lore, and it is a new Riot Games game. They announced it 3 weeks ago. They were developing it for 4 years.
Yeah.
And we're in this exclusive demo. I mean,
like for the first look of it, it's awesome.
Right. Yeah. For a first look, audio from that coming as well in the future.
Coming shortly. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So I agree with you, Nick, not to like hijack what you were talking about, but that adding all of that together, that was super. I'm so happy that we got to sign up for that.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
And also, to add on to that, like you said, all the emails and all the, I guess you could say, contacts that I feel like we made that we wouldn't have been able to make if we weren't media, and being able to come up and say, oh yeah, hey, so this is what we do, you know, like this is what we cover. We cover gaming news. We talk about whatever's going on in our lives, and we'd love to have you on the show. Being able to talk about that and have the badge to back it up.
Yes.
You know,
that
felt really good.
Absolutely. It felt very like legitimizing, and like, I don't know, you had like, they call them credentials obviously, but it's like you had like sightings in a paper, you know? It's like, like, no, it's legit. It's cool. It's not just you being like walking up to somebody and being like, oh yeah, I have a podcast. And they're like, oh, okay. But you're just like a guy, and like, okay, is this just episode 1 working class nerds quality, or is it episode 193? You know what I mean? When you say that, people don't know what you mean.
Exactly.
But when you got the golden ticket, as I called it, actually it's behind me, although I don't think you can see it.
I've got a golden ticket.
Yeah, I got a golden ticket.
Mine's hanging up over there.
But
maybe that'll go on my shelf, Marcus.
You should put it on your shelf behind you.
I think I should hang it here instead, on the wall, closer to the webcam.
The shit shelf.
Can see it.
What does Quinn ask?
Quinn asks, which president elected before 2000 do you find most interesting? If anyone answers Lincoln or Washington, I am going to flip a table.
I got one, but I want to go last.
I'm going to say Lyndon B. Johnson, because that's the first name that came to my head, but I know nothing about... I know nothing about any of the presidents.
He's like, I play games.
Yeah, like respectfully not interested.
I get it.
What about you, Rhaiu?
Teddy Roosevelt.
That's a great answer.
He is actually the embodiment of the people's tank. He was shot, walked it off, and gave a speech.
I was going to say, I feel like you embody a lot of the same core values Good old Teddy Roosevelt. Mustache and all.
Oh,
Marcus, how about you?
Oh, I have two answers because, like, I liked them both for two reasons. But I would say the one I'd have to pick, it's kind of cliche. It would have to be JFK because that motherfucker, if he didn't get shot by the CIA, we were definitely going to find out there were aliens.
Yep.
Like, he was going to tell everybody there was aliens.
Or something.
And I really appreciate, like, I'm not going political on anybody because I don't really care how you vote or anything like that.
Yeah.
But, like, I really appreciate when a president tries to make real policy changes.
Yeah.
Like,
me too.
I like respectfully. Like, when you're trying to make a fundamental change, good or bad, it's good because you're actually trying to make something better in your own world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel that makes a good president, but I have to pick JFK just because he was going to tell us about aliens.
Okay, fair enough. The first one that came to mind for me is Andrew Jackson. That motherfucker got into a duel and killed somebody. They called him Stonewall Jackson for how much of a badass he was. Like,
Stonewall!
Like, what other president can you say, like, yeah, I got into a duel, like, me and this guy were drunk at the bar, and we challenged each other to the duels with musket pistols, and I fucking won. I got shot and survived. He got shot, and his bitch-ass, weak constitution-ass having died. And now a president. Mic drop. Boop. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, it's like in the 1800s, but...
It occurred to me, I'm going to change my answer to Nixon because he's in Futurama.
Rhaiu asks,
I wish I could do that impression better.
Rhaiu, what do you ask?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you ask?
Why don't you ask your own questions,
should.
Rhaiu?
I wanted to say something, but I'll just let Marcus run over it.
No, don't do that.
So, what is your favorite ancient civilization? Like Greeks, Romans, Trojans? Giggity.
Giggity. Okay.
Well, there is only one answer. There's only one answer.
Yeah, that's a great question, but there is only one answer. Marcus, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Greeks.
Yes, exactly.
See,
the Greeks. It's got to be the Greeks. I mean, we're Greek, so like.
Well, and because if you think about like their ancient civilization, there was like the mythology behind it, and they were gods, and there was like two races of people. You were either the gods or you were the peasants. That's it. And somehow, some way, they got you to worship them as gods. And like, yeah. And Zeus fucked everything that walked. Anything he wanted, he had.
Yep, pretty much.
I don't remember that in the movie.
He banged his brother and his sister at the same time, and they made Medusa.
That's not how
the story goes.
Well, dude, I know that. I'm being funny. Okay?
Disney mentioned none of that in the movie.
Yeah, like I didn't see any of that in Hercules, but
yeah.
I think to answer your question, I mean, favorite versus like what I find more interesting, favorite would be Greeks because I'm Greek, but and so is Marcus, obviously. But I think the ancient Egyptians are the most interesting. Because how the fuck did they build those pyramids?
They're fucking aliens.
Either aliens or like there's this theory that called the Younger Dryas theory. I forgot who the scientists are, but anyways. Graham Hancock and somebody. Basically what the theory is that like a bunch of comets, like you can see in the soil, like this weird like flooding happened in this one area. And essentially it boils down to there's evidence that like a shitload of comets hit the earth and fucking killed everything like 10,000 years ago. So they think that they had like an actually advanced society before that. And that's how they built the pyramids so perfectly because they were way more advanced than like the Bronze Age that we think that they were in. And then like everything got wiped out and all the technology is gone and the records are gone. And then you know, history proceeded how we saw it. And it like the civilization got reset. So the pyramids are actually way older than like 4,000 years ago. They're like 20,000 years old or something crazy.
Could you imagine if like
it's a cool theory if nothing else, but imagine if what?
Could you imagine if you were part of building the pyramids and you somehow made it to like this day and age, and you hear all these people and they're like, I wonder if aliens built it, or maybe it just happened randomly. You're like, I spent months.
Yeah.
We had bricks on our back. We were carrying up there.
My life's
Like-
work to make it perfect.
Yeah, like Jim tripped and got crushed by a brick, and we couldn't help him. He's still in there.
right.
Still in there.
In there.
He's in the
Oh,
brick.
man. I was going to
Yeah,
say Egypt too.
It's the most interesting because like there's some really cool accomplishments, obviously, with the pyramids and the Sphinx and everything, but like it's also a mystery still. So
Bro, I was watching this documentary about the pyramids. There's still sections in some of the pyramids that there's like dark tunnels that go
I saw
underground even more. And they don't let you cannot go in there.
yeah, like I think maybe you sent me a TikTok or a reel or something about it.
Yeah.
But, like-
They will not let you go in there. And it's like, why not? It's because there's aliens in there.
Or like it was like, yeah, they said there's tunnels underneath one of the pyramids and you can go in there and it's dark and confined and creepy and shit. You have to take like a ladder down or whatever. But then like there's a side section and it's like only like you can only go in like 10 feet or something. It's pitch black. And the guide was like, yeah, we've never gone down there. We don't let anybody else go down there. Like, what? You've never explored it? Yeah, it's unexplored. Like, we just don't go over there. It's too deep.
Like,
we're like,
yeah,
we're
we're
what?
just not going over there. Like, what?
What do you
Like,
mean?
when
And
you
then
say
and then
that-
the guy like took his phone flashlight and walked like 2 feet, and they had actually taken like modern cinder blocks in cement and cemented it off, like sealed it.
Because there's alien remnants in there and they can't let people find out they're here.
Or
Yeah.
hear me out. The Mummy is actually a biography.
Dun,
Oh.
dun, dun. Need
Hidden
that.
hidden tape, found footage.
Whoa, that'd be a good horror game.
Oh, can I ask this next question?
Found
Yeah.
footage of exploring the pyramids. It'd be like the back rooms.
Ooh,
Duff.
yeah.
Duft asks, if any of you won the lottery, how much would you share it with the other co-hosts?
I would definitely give a portion, but like I'd probably give a portion. So I can explain my lottery sort of philosophy. If I won like, we're talking like several $100 million, like $600 million, like hit the mega millions or whatever. I would give every single member in my like immediate family, not just like parents and sister, my like cousins, uncles, like first level family, you know what I mean? $1 million and just say, never ever ask me for money again. I just gave you $1 million. Done. And I'd do the same for Atrax.
Nice.
And
Well,
then
thank
also
you.
like if we go out together, like I just fucking pay for everything. But like let's go to the Bahamas. What are you doing this weekend? Like we're just flying. Then it's just done. But like that's indirectly spending. That's like spending on a experience with somebody, not like giving them money. You know what I mean? So I think that's how I would answer that. And maybe not literally, but that's my current like poor person plan about getting rich. So
That's fair.
Yeah.
Atrax?
So I feel like mine would be kind of function. It would depend on what each individual needs.
okay.
But I would rather like buy something that you're going to use instead of just give you flat out money. If that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's getting new PCs and new monitors, and you want a new desk? All right, cool. A gaming chair, great. Headset, like we'll set everybody up. We're all podcasters, so like in order to spend the money to level up the podcast and invest in it, because that's something that could potentially return, right? Like,
Right.
and we're all better off for it. And the other thing is I would buy each of us, the three of us, a lifetime. I didn't know that airlines do this, but you can buy a lifetime airline pass. They're like $200,000 or something like that. But I would buy each of us lifetime airline passes so we can just any con or whatever we want to, we can just the three of us go. We're going to fly, Delta or Southwest or whatever. We can just fly, go there, convention, cool, So
Done.
it would be more. It wouldn't necessarily be how much money I would give to you, but it would more of just be like, okay, well, I'll pay for the stuff that we do as a group. You know, like you never have to worry about buying games that we can make content with or software or whatever.
Right. That
Marcus?
makes sense.
Yeah.
I would buy them a house each.
Whoa.
I would buy them a brand new car, and I would build the dopest fucking studio in their houses ever.
Yeah.
Would
That's true.
Would we do like a compound, like a working class nerds compound, just by
Well,
like
no, because
20
because you won't leave the worst coast.
the best
And you
coast.
couldn't. And here's the other thing: the fucking reality of life is, Atrax, is you couldn't deal with how loud we are every day.
That's very true.
Yeah, I know. Like
My
I'm sure
ears
you were.
My tinnitus
Like, you
is
would
bad
die.
enough. Yeah,
Like you would quit the podcast.
it'd be like
100%.
you know those sirens.
You put a fence around your section of the yard, and that's it.
And the last thing I would probably do is during the studio time, I would probably have the contractors install an alarm that's rigged to their computer. So every time they die, this big fucking horn goes off.
No. Oh, wait a minute.
But
I have a
Ray,
button
what
for
would
that.
you do if you won?
There it is. Sorry.
Right, Ray, what would you do if you won the lottery?
For us, what would you do for us? No, I'm just kidding.
Everyone on the East Coast would get something. So
All right,
no,
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm cool with that.
I'd take a page out of Marcus's book there. Like I would buy a house for my family. I'd buy a house for my mom and my dad and my brother, just the immediate family. New cars within reason, like no sports cars or anything like that. You know, reasonable.
Bro, who needs
No.
that? All you got to do is buy yourself a Ford Explorer or a Ford F-150.
No.
You're
We
good.
want cars, not lawn ornaments.
Oh, he found a not Ford guy. It's Chevy or Dodge, apparently.
Found on Road Dead.
Exactly, fixed or repaired daily. I want to drive my car, not watch it collect dust. No, to answer that, Nick, I'm definitely for trucks, Dodge, 100%.
Got it. I think they do have the nicest pickups currently. I'm not really a truck guy, but I'm not a truck guy at all, I should say.
Definitely buy houses, cars, and then I would want to build the sickest gaming room. Like, I have a vision of a gaming room that I've always wanted, and it's not an ultra wide
Pretty
monitor.
accurate,
It is a constant triple display monitor to be able to have.
Ooh.
And I saw this really cool thing with clouds. It's like you take like the stuffing in a pillow and you like hot glue it to this poster board and you hang that from your ceiling with LED lights behind it, and it looks like
Oh, that's cool.
it's really, really cool. But I would set that up and just have the greatest gaming room soundproofed so that way I could be as loud as I need to with Call of Duty.
I should do that in here.
But yeah,
And then-
it's really cool.
I did forget one part.
Okay.
I would make sure I gave these motherfuckers enough money to pay for their kids' college.
Aw.
Mm.
Well, that's cool.
I was gonna say debt
Or trade school. Well, actually, I would probably say trade school because college is a waste.
I agree.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Unless you are going to something,
Doctor, lawyer.
where you're going to go to grad school anyway. Getting a bachelor's
Pharmacist.
degree in something is not
I'd
it's
still
completely
say
not worth
pick
it.
up a trade first. Like if you
Yeah,
want to go to
agreed.
college, more power to you, but you'll never ever be without work if you have a trade.
Right. Yeah, and you can always get steady work. You can always work overtime to figure it out. Like, if you're good at your trade, you're going to make at least decent money. Right, Marcus?
Also,
No.
depending on
No.
how much we're talking lottery wise, got to throw this out there real quick as an afterthought. I would buy something that would generate some sort of revenue, whether it's like a store
yeah.
or a gas station or
What
you
do
know, like
Amaranth?
Or
For a
12
couple-
gas stations.
I don't know. Like I don't know how much a
Whoa.
gas station costs. A couple million, I imagine.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, probably. I would definitely buy you all a double-sided black dildo. Dude,
Thanks.
you send me those now.
Yeah, wait, did you just ask for Atrax's address?
Yeah, it's because, but yeah.
It's in
I don't understand why, though. I try to find the double-sided white ones, but they're really small.
Anyways.
So Sylvie asks, did you try any unusual snacks or foods while at PAX? Marcus, if not, what was your favorite snack or food while there?
Listen, all right, so we're just going to break this down again in case you missed it last week.
Yeah.
Dude, Nick had the worst farts the whole weekend.
No, I did not.
Oh, yeah, it was
No.
sick. Oh,
Marcus did.
Yeah.
Marcus did the whole weekend. I don't
I
know.
was caught in the vortex of them.
The vortex.
The vortex. Marcus, what was your favorite unusual snack that you had?
So I ended up getting a waffle.
A waffle.
A what? What'd you
Could
get?
you say that into the microphone?
I said I ended up getting some waffles with chocolate and bananas.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No,
I'm getting some
it was
feedback
so good,
over
dude.
here.
One
What
more
was
time?
good?
What was good?
The waffles with
what?
chocolate
The what?
and banana.
You keep stuttering.
The
Hey, hang on.
waffles.
Yeah,
The
I can cue you. I can cue you up. Here you go.
The waffles with the Nutella and banana. It was so good. Like Nick pointed it out. I was gonna get some Asian ramen, and he was like,
"There's a waffle truck."
He's like, Marcus, waffle truck, and I was like, all right, I'll be back. And then it was extra fat because I was torn because I got that, and then they had an ice cream sandwich in between waffle, so the vanilla ice cream. So I had to get both. I spent $20 on waffles, but it was the best $20 I ever spent.
Yeah, I can
Pictures
confirm.
in the Discord.
And yep,
Pictures are in the Discord.
And then just the other snack that I ate that was really surprisingly good was the red bag sun chips.
Oh, garden salsa.
Yeah, those are great.
Those are awesome.
Like those, I've only ever done like the cheddar and the blue bag, which is the original. And let me tell you, garden salsa is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I feel
That's
like
where
sun
it's
chips
at.
are underrated. Like
they're
I don't know,
a
some
little
chips are awesome.
expensive for how many you get. If you get like the Costco bag, that's really the way to go.
Agreed. Same thing with
But-
Liquid IV.
Oh yeah. I love.
What's
the
your
sun
favorite
chips.
snack, Nick?
So it's in terms of like unique stuff, I got some empanadas from the food truck there. Those are like standard issue. But no, honestly, I'm gonna go with the waffle sandwich too. I got the waffle on the bottom, scoop of vanilla ice cream in the middle, waffle on top. The waffles were really good. They have like, I don't know how they make them, but like somehow there was maple syrup like encrusted on the top, so it was like caramelized. So it gave it like crunchy on the outside with like the soft on the inside when you put it into the waffle. Then you put a scoop of vanilla between it and like swish it. You make an actual sandwich. It was great. That's probably my favorite. I honestly I got that on Thursday, and on Friday when we were walking around, I almost got a second one. That's how much I liked it. I was like fighting the urge for like 30 minutes. I was like, no, eat real food. But that was great. Atrax, what are your thoughts?
That's what's up. I actually didn't eat a whole lot while we were at PAX, but the first night that we were there, when we were recording the bar audio, which if you haven't heard that yet, go check it out on the YouTube channel, Marcus B814.
Exclusive
To YouTube. Go check it out. Hear us talk about it. But I ordered the
It was
truffle
actually,
fries.
wait, can I say something about that?
Yeah.
It was actually really nice to I listened to it and it made me so happy listening to it because we're just eating and Atrax got the bougiest drink possible in March. He's like, did you just order a mojito in March in Boston?
Dude,
And he's like,
the bartender gave me so much crap for it.
And then I ordered
in a
shrimp
good-natured
fucking
way.
cocktail.
A mojito in winter in Boston.
That Atrax does.
Somebody
apparently.
and then we
Someone
called
who
him out
doesn't know
for
where
being
they're
from
at,
Portland,
apparently.
and the drunk guy next to us was like, "My nephew's from Portland, and he's a little."
Yeah.
That guy was ham bone.
He was like slurring. He had like an iPad, a laptop, his phone, and he had like, he was like betting on shit. Like what? I don't know. Just like,
Yeah, he was connected.
Classic like bar regular. You know what I mean? And he's like chatting with the bartender like he knew him from high school or something. You know what I mean? Like they're not friends, but like he's like forced to see him all the time.
Right.
It was an interesting dynamic.
Everybody knows your name.
Wait a minute, Atrax, weren't you talking about food though? So you were at the bar.
Oh yes. So we ordered the truffle, or the wings were great too, but the truffle fries were really good. Like I've never had fries that, I don't even know what they put on there.
It's truffle oil.
Was it truffle oil
and cheese? Yeah.
Well,
Yep,
it was really,
truffle
really
oil.
good. I haven't had fries like that before. And yeah, I don't know. Those were just great. They were outstanding.
Hell yeah.
What does Sovi ask Rhaiu?
Rhaiu has a question next.
Well, he can ask the next one
there's
too.
one more. So
We
Sovi
should just
asked,
have him
Alright,
read them all.
yeah, let's do that. I'll read the rest of them. So
Yeah.
Zoe asked, any type of gear that you forgot to bring or wish that you had brought or had thought to bring with you.
Yes, a controller. I'm so pissed because if I had my controller, I wouldn't have gone out the second night and I would have just played Elden Ring all night.
You
Yeah, but
had a
then-
controller.
But
Yeah.
by the time my game
Eight-
downloaded, it was your fault that we had terrible internet.
Oh, it was my fault. Okay.
No, it's Nick's fault.
Oh, Nick's
I-
fault. Okay.
Well, you could have chipped in for the extra internet.
Why
You
would I
could've
do
bought
that?
it-
It was on your credit card.
I was gonna say you could buy it. You could have bought
I
it
bought
and
as
not
many
told
beers
me.
as I could from the concierge. Just so
Oh my god! Yeah, I did. Yeah, I don't even know how much my credit card actually got charged, but I'm afraid to look. But like, yeah, we bought a bunch of beer from the concierge desk at like 3 a.m. Not even at the bar.
You guys didn't want to walk to the place around the corner Marcus talked about?
No,
it was not
it
around
was
the
close.
corner.
It was not.
around the corner.
That was like a 45 to 55 minute walk.
We were almost in Maine.
Uphill both ways.
I could see the county line.
In the rain and sleet. I saw 3 moose on the way there.
They checked my passport.
Yep.
Damn, how far were you?
The Monties are really nice.
I
Just
fucking
don't
hate
get-
you guys. Fuck off. Oh, the Mounties are here. Like, I'm drawing the line. I'm drawing the line at the Mounties.
Well, yeah, they did too. They were like, you cannot cross here without a passport.
Yeah.
We're like, we're just trying to get beer. Like, they're like, you guys are idiots. This is Canada.
Yeah.
A.
No
All right,
duty-free
Nick or
liquor, eh?
Atrax, did you guys forget any gear?
Not really.
I really wanted to bring a more, I guess, formal camera would be the right word to say. Instead of just using my phone, I couldn't afford it at the time, but definitely for PAX West, I might even buy one before then, just to have one
Yeah. To take some nicer footage.
Well,
to take some good footage with.
if you're going to do it, get the one that has the microphone on it.
Well, that's what I mean, is investing in a quality camera.
Yeah.
So like if I were to bring any gear, that's what I would have brought. I think I brought the right amount of stuff for the trip that it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Next.
Rhaiu?
So this is my question. What is your favorite torture device or form of torture?
So for context, we were talking. What the heck were we talking about? Like traveling or something?
Yeah,
We
so
were playing Call of Duty.
I had taken a trip to Chicago, never been, and
Yes.
when I was there was the grand opening of a medieval torture museum. So you go there, you pay your money, and then you get you scan a QR code on your phone, and it's an audio tour. So you can walk, and they have these life-size displays of these older medieval forms of torture, and this scaled like way through. I mean, you're talking from a guillotine to drowning to like, it was all kinds of stuff throughout the years, and you got to hear like how those things came to be, what they were used for, what punishment was meant to be used, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm trying to think.
My favorite is Destiny 2 free to play.
Wow!
No, I'm just kidding.
Roasted. That was awesome.
Oh man. The water torture where they like drop water on your head slowly.
Chinese water torture.
Yeah, that I think to me is the most, because it's so simple and it doesn't, you would think that it wouldn't drive you in crazy whatsoever, but it does. And yet I imagine it starts to really hurt after a while, but I also don't like to think of torturing people too much. That's pretty good.
It is.
I practiced a lot when I was in middle school. I saw Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and I was like, I need to do that. Because Cameron, when he's sick, just sits in the chair going, oh no, that's after they crash his dad's Ferrari or run the mileage up. He's just sitting there going, he's like, my life is over. Anyways. Favorite torture device. I don't know that I have one, but I always think, I don't know that I have one that I guess that's particularly interesting. You know, I'll go with the guillotine, however you say it. I'm gonna go with guillotine. Final answer. The because of like how often it was used in like the French Revolution. Dan Carlin has a really cool podcast called Dan Carlin's A Hardcore History, and he has like a couple episodes on the French Revolution that were really cool. Like I ordinarily would not have given any shits or fucks about this at all, but then like he tells it in like such a dramatic way that it's really interesting. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with the guillotine. Marcus?
I really like the spread eagle torture device where they hook up your arms and your legs and they just keep cranking and your joints are getting pulled away from you.
The rack. Yeah.
The rack. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Ray, what's your favorite?
So mine, unfortunately, they didn't have it at the museum. What they do is they take the equivalent of a modern day telephone pole, just cut down to, average height of like a wall or a fence. And then they take the person, you're stripped naked, and they tie your arms and legs spread eagle. And pretty much you hover, and they put your feet together or on plates, and you just stand there. And that's the end of it. It's like you're either going to fall on it and it's going to impale you, or they just come and they'll take one block away and slowly, but it's not like immediate. They'll let you sit there for a day or two and just slowly pull a block out.
Is there a name for it? I'm trying to envision this. Like, where's the blocks? Are you standing on blocks?
So pretty much your feet are on blocks. Like it's on like almost like wood stacks. So that way they can just remove it. So you're tied to those blocks and your arms are tied down to posts.
Okay.
And so your spread eagle, there's a big pointed telephone pole right at your butt.
Okay.
And so pretty much the idea is it's mentally taxing because like at some point you're going to die.
Yeah.
And it's kind of leaving it into the individual's hands because you're either going to drop on it and just get it over with, or it's going to just slowly go in as they remove the blocks. You just gradually go down. You're not forced down. It's just a gradual process. So
right.
Thank you, dude. Oh my God.
That's terrible.
Sounds awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just always fascinated me that was actually a form of torture because it mentally taxes you and it's also physically painful.
Right. Right.
Well, that's the thing I don't understand. It's like people are so mean. People are so mean. I'm like, motherfucker, if you said one wrong thing in the medieval times, they were chopping off your dick, you're chopping out your tongue, or just straight up chopping off your head. You could be like, ha ha ha, you're ugly. And they could say, you're offending the king. Off with your head.
Or if like, I don't know, you're really good at like poker or something, they could be like, you're a witch. Is it called the Judas Cradle?
Yeah. I think that's the name of it.
Oof.
So it's just like the the point goes in your butt.
Yeah, the
Yep.
point goes into your butt, but it's not an immediate thing. Like that was the whole idea behind the torture, is that it was a slow, gradual mental taxation, and eventually, either you decided to take your life into your own hands, or they got tired of waiting.
Interesting. Oof. Okay. Yeah, I found the pictures and stuff. Judas Cradle. Good choice. Tarquin asks, aka Quinn.
Wait.
What?
Isn't Rhaiu asking the questions?
Oh yeah, sorry.
No,
Let's just
you're
move
fine.
along.
Tarquin asks, when you go to someone's home for the first time, do you notice what kind of books are on their shelves? And if so, do those books influence your impression of the person?
I don't specifically look for books, but I definitely take in like all this other stuff in their apartment. Like I'll take stock of what it is. That's actually not true. I don't always look for books, but when I've noticed books, I definitely look at them and judge them based on what the books are. Granted, all of this experience is coming entirely from girls that I was sleeping with, so it's really like a crazy hot matrix gauge that I'm trying to do here. But
Every single person's house I go in to see if they have how crazy they are on the doll meter. If I want every house, I look for the doll. And if there's a doll anywhere, that's when I know I'm fucking out.
Yeah, like we worked in a house where the lady had like a doll collection, right? It was really fucking creepy.
Yeah.
What if they have like taxidermy or stuffed animals?
That's okay because they hunted that shit.
Well,
And I respect that.
If it's like Sparky, their dog that died 7 years ago,
That's
taxidermy,
different. Yeah.
that's weird.
Or
But
if it's like a person taxidermy, it's a little weird too.
yeah, like
I
grandma
don't think I've
taxidermy.
ever seen that. Do they do that?
No.
I'm not
I feel
gonna lie,
like most they do.
you said the whole pet thing instantly brought a Family Guy episode when Brian sees his mom taxidermied.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Would you like to say a few words? I didn't know her as a dog, but I knew her as a table. Sturdy.
Oh, that's funny.
Man, good times.
That's awesome. Quinn, let us know in the Discord what you think about people's books. Like, how do you judge them?
I actually I noticed their movie collection, and I guess it's less so now that we're transitioning more to the digital age. But when I was younger, especially in high school, like I'd always go and check out what games or movies my friends would have, because it's always cool. Like some people just randomly will buy the collector's edition of something, and they always, I don't know, it's just cool to see what random media people have.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I wouldn't say that I necessarily change my opinion or judgment of them though when I first go over there.
Right.
You
Marcus,
know, like
did you
it's just,
answer?
Yeah, the doll collection.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Rhaiu, how about you? You looking
Rhaiu?
at books?
Not so much books or anything, because honestly, I don't know many people that still have bookshelves.
Right.
But one thing I do look at is like the art that they put on their walls. Close friend of mine, he actually collects release night movie posters. So he's got like a bunch of the Star Wars, the sequel movie posters from the release night. He's got he actually had the Deadpool one too. So it's
Nice.
like you can instantly see that he's a movie buff. And that kind of gives me an idea about what topics of conversation you can talk with somebody about. So
Very true.
but
I get the art thing.
Yeah,
that's all.
totally.
All right, next. Sovi asks, Stevia or Indica?
I can tell Rhaiu doesn't smoke weed at all.
Yeah.
Sativa or
Ray
indica?
doesn't know. That's funny.
No, Ray
So
That's
the-
hilarious.
eats things. Ray doesn't smoke it.
Oh. Well, fair enough. I prefer that too. But no, the question is sativa from Sovi. Is sativa or indica? And my answer is definitely indica. I do like a sativa from time to time, but I'm mostly an indica guy. I like just chilling.
So for me, it's if I'm having trouble sleeping, indica. Right out.
Yep.
General, I mostly use it to like chill me out socially because
Yeah.
I don't know, I have like a pretty big social anxiety, so it helps me to just not have that. And sativas definitely help with that more because, like I said, indica, I'm passing right out.
Yeah. Marcus?
Sativa. I like big dick energy.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I like just chilling, but I do like, it's like time and place, you know, like if I'm out and about, I did like the sativa cartridge I had at PAX for like during the day, but then nighttime definitely like an indica. I mean, I think it's probably because most of the time that I use cannabis products are at night, like right before bed anyway, except for on my birthday and it was all day. But that was actually really nice. Just a quick sidebar. I like woke up on my birthday at like 6:30 and then used my like dryer vape and then just went back to sleep until like 10:45 or so. It was fantastic. It was just cool to be like,
I called Nick at 10 in the morning and he was still sleeping and my response to the text was, "You lazy fuck."
Yes, I woke up to a missed call from Marcus and then 1 minute later a text said, "Yeah, you lazy fuck," like I'm still sleeping. But no, it was just nice to like, I don't know, be guilt free doing that. But yeah, most of the time it's before bed, so it's an indica. Did Sophie have another question?
Yeah, Sophie did. What is your preferred type and flavor of energy drinks, and why are they always better with vodka or Jägermeister?
I disagree that they're always better with vodka or Jägermeister. Although I have had a lot of Jaeger bombs in college. Me and my buddy Adam would like do a Jaeger bomb before we went out every time, like as our first drink of the evening. So it'd be all jacked up. But the if you don't know, if you're not well versed in the drinking world, Jaeger bomb is a shot of Jaeger that you drop into a glass of Red Bull is typically the energy drink. But we use Monster most of the time because we like Monster better.
What is it when you drop it into a Guinness? Is
that
that a car bomb?
No,
Yes,
that's an Irish car bomb.
Irish car bomb. Yeah.
Okay, because I was I thought it was Guinness.
I forget what they put in. I think it's Jameson and maybe Bailey's on the top.
Half a shot of Jameson, half a shot of Bailey's, and they drop it in.
Drop it in Irish car.
Okay.
You have to drink it fast, otherwise it curdles at the bottom.
Yeah,
right,
it's gross.
Yeah.
Yep. It's also rather offensive in Ireland, I've been told.
It is. You're not allowed to order them.
Yeah, because like they like saying like Irish car bomb is like saying like 9/11 or something. It'd be like ordering a 9/11 in New York or something.
Right.
It's kind of their big like terrorist attack thing that happened. So
fun fact about it, you can't order the ingredients individually either. They know what you're trying to do and they will stop you and they say you can't do that here.
Oh wow.
Yep.
They're on it.
Be like, hey, if I don't say it, can I just have this beverage? Like, no. Like, all right. Well, never mind.
My favorite energy drink is just straight coffee. I love coffee. But if I'm going to drink an energy drink, I like G Fuel a lot, but I also love the Java Monsters.
Yeah, those are great. I'm definitely, I think my favorite is one of the like icy monsters, like the white one. That's my favorite. It's like 0 calorie or something.
Yeah, 0 sugar, something like that.
Something. Yeah.
My favorite energy drinks they're called yerba mate. They're like a tea energy drink. They're not. I think it's like 150 milligrams of caffeine or something.
Nice.
That's not enough
for you.
Yeah, but Marcus, you're like a superhuman.
You also your caffeine tolerance has got to be insane by now.
Yeah,
I would imagine. I've seen how much coffee you drink. It's insane.
Yeah, like it'd be like 8:00 at night, and Marcus is like, "All right, can I get an extra large iced coffee,
double shot
of espresso, and like 4 drops of cream, please."
Yeah,
it's delicious.
And he's like,
"Yeah," and then he's like, "Oh man, it's crazy. I should fall asleep till like midnight." Like,
just gaming.
I was just laying in bed, and I was like, "I can't fall asleep. I don't know why." Maybe because you had a double tall on at like 10.
Right, I'm asking this one.
Wait,
I
didn't
middle.
answer.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Jesus. So just because you're getting made fun of doesn't mean you can just skip people, okay?
Next.
Yeah, so mine is by far Red Bull. I've
tried
tried
the can and everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I've Monster and Bangs and all that other crap. Red Bull's always been my favorite, and I definitely prefer it with vodka over Jägermeister.
Oh yeah, No, I don't like either one now, vodka or Jägermeister, but if I had to pick between the two, I'd go vodka. Although I'm really, really more of a tequila person.
And
Solid answer, Rhaiu.
Here I would go Jaeger because vodka is my very least favorite.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Just bad experiences.
That makes sense.
That'll do it.
I have those as well.
It only takes one.
Oh, it was a lot more than one. It was a lot more than one. Yeah. Anyways, what's our next question?
So I think is it still Sovi? Yeah. Sovi asks aisle, middle, or window seat if a middle row, middle left side or middle right side. I'm going to steal this right away because I just was on the plane. I am always I'm always window left. Love the left side of the plane. It's the way I sleep. It's like my default, like when I'm looking to the left, it's a little bit less strain on my neck than if I'm looking to the right. And I love looking out the window and seeing the earth. So definitely window.
That's cool. It depends on if I'm flying sitting by myself or not. If I'm sitting with somebody I know, I like the window. But if I'm sitting with strangers, I like the aisle. Because I mean, if you know me, I have to pee all the time. So like I would feel like a jerk, like getting over people that I don't know. So like that's why I like the aisle seat. And I'm a bigger guy anyways. So like, yeah, like I'm chunky too, but like my shoulders are literally just wider than the plane seat no matter what. Like if I was like 1% body fat, that'd still be the case. So I kind of stick out into the aisle and that sucks, but it's worth it. So like I can like stick a leg out and like stretch out a little bit, or like and if I get up for whatever reason, I'm not like climbing over people. I feel a lot better about that.
Yeah. Quick Pax thought. Nick is a lot more V-shaped than I imagined.
Oh, that's flattering.
You were talking about like you in a plane seat, and I imagine you having like plenty of leg room, and then you on the armrests, like scrunched up.
Atrax is alluding to me having small legs, but I think it's just because I wore skinny jeans the whole weekend. So,
that could be it.
Yeah, that's definitely it. But yeah,
Marcus, Rhaiu.
Well, I'll talk because Marcus has food in his mouth as always. No, I definitely prefer an aisle seat. Kind of going with Nick there. I'm a larger individual, so I don't like being in between people. I feel uncomfortable because it's either like I'm squished up or I'm like overstretched. So I have to have an aisle seat.
I'm with you.
I like being the middle seat because I like making people feel uncomfortable.
Oh, that's also because you fart on the plane.
Oh my god!
Like, can you imagine what happened in the hotel room in a plane?
The vortex.
That's borderline illegal.
I would ask to move seats.
Yeah, but you might not know it was Marcus.
In our 3-hour layover, I would walk up and be like, "Hey, I need to reschedule my seat."
Yeah, I don't care if I'm in the last row, just get me away from this guy.
Even a different plane. I'll go tomorrow. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Right. All right, that's everybody, right?
Yeah.
So next is still from Sophie. Would you rather have the ability of super speed, not quite flash level, so let's call it Mach 1 or 2, or intangibility, where you can phase through objects?
Intangibility. They call me Spot.
I'm trying to think what would be most useful.
No, I don't know about the exact levels of the super speed.
Like Mach 1 is the speed of sound.
What's Mach 2?
Hold on. Double
is it light?
No. Mach light is like Mach a lot faster. Hang on. Mach 1.
Flash is like the fastest, right?
Yeah, the Flash is fastest? Like he can literally go faster than the speed of light. Like he can travel back in time and stuff. So
right, that's what I mean.
Mach 1 is 767.269 giggity miles per hour. So Mach 2 would be double that. 1,534.54 miles per hour is Mach 2.
Okay.
So like you're going like I think a commercial plane flies, I want to say 700 or 800 miles an hour, maybe less. 400 or 500?
Yeah, it's like between 500 and 700, I think.
Yeah.
Because some planes that I was on traveled about 600, and some of them were at 500.
Yeah, 547 to 575. So in the 500 and change realm for flights. So like you're going faster than a commercial flight.
Right.
So I'm going to go with the super speed still, even though normally I pick the Flash as like one of my favorite superpowers. But like I think even though you're not going like travel back in time fast, like that's still fast enough to where like you could just run to like a flying destination.
Well,
you know what I mean?
My concern about that would be like the air friction, because Flash needs a suit, right?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so his clothes don't burn off him.
I don't know. I suppose that would be included in the super speed. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I would hope a suit would be my super suit.
Where is my super suit? Yeah.
Why do you need to know?
Yeah. I think
oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think though I would go for intangibility, like phasing through objects as well, because that would be super useful, especially as a content creator. Like, can you imagine the video footage that you could get if you're intangible and you could like phase through stuff, and then I don't know.
Or you could be like a
really
good magician.
A good magician, or a bank robber, or like
a bank robber. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Just steal a bunch of gold. Literally, just walk in somewhere.
Yeah.
Huh.
Although I guess now it's going on. I would just get free access to like PAX and E3 and stuff. That would be like that'd be the extent of my nefariousness with intangibility. Is like walking through the doors at PAX and being like, yeah, I'm just going in. I don't have a badge, whatever.
Or no, you could just phase through and steal a badge out of the pile.
Yeah. Or be like, oh, I phased through somewhere. I think I lost my badge. And then just they try to handcuff you and you phase the handcuffs off. Like, yeah. They try to shoot you and the bullets just phase through you.
That's true. You just got to be paying attention and do the phase thing.
Right.
Yeah, if you get caught off guard and get shot, clap. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm still going with super speed. Marcus, did you answer this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said intangibility.
Rhaiu?
That's a toss, to be honest, because the super speed's helpful. And if you're going fast enough, then, I mean, you could get through a door pretty quick that somebody opens. Like, I think of super speed that's seen in Days of Future Past with X-Men.
Yeah.
Quicksilver, like, just going fast enough, he slows down time.
Yeah.
I think that might be too fast for this question. Yeah, still super speed. It's just more useful. Like, I'm still going faster than anybody could catch me doing anything.
Yeah, like I could literally just like run to like Mexico.
Yeah.
And then, stop at the border, show my passport, and then just sonic boom as I run to the beach.
They have you like on the camera. You're like holding your passport up.
Or you just stop and it's like, you're like chewing up pavement.
Yeah.
That's you're stopping. And then you're like, oh, here you go. Here's my passport.
All right.
I think that's everything, right? Next question.
Yeah. Frozen Cheddar says, what is one pet you have always wanted to have? It can be non-traditional, and because it's hypothetical, you don't need to think about logics. Think penguin in the bathtub type stuff.
Okay.
I have an answer.
Yeah, same.
I always wanted a scorpion.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And mostly because it's when I was a kid, my sister used to beat the shit out of me. And I always wanted a scorpion and put it in her bed so it attacked the shit out of her when she was sleeping.
That's funny.
That is funny.
That's a good one.
You had one hot off the presses. What were you thinking?
Yeah, immediately. But I have to say, I want two, not just one. An Atrax robustus spider. They're like one of the most dangerous spiders in the world. It's literally just a big black tarantula.
No, I'm not looking it up. I fucking hate spiders.
Funnel web spider.
That's a hard. That is a hard.
No.
Like fucking.
You guys looked it up?
Yeah.
All right,
Fuck
fine.
all
Dude,
that.
What's this called?
Atrax robustus.
Oh no, it's a funnel web. No,
It
nope,
is.
not clicking it, not clicking it. Nope. I'm taking his Annex tonight. Nope. Jesus Christ.
Dude, it's literally it's like just a giant black disgusting spider, but I love it.
I fucking hate
and then the other one is
so much.
I would want an owl.
Okay, that I can fuck with. That makes sense. The owls are cool.
Yeah.
Marcus is still in Spider World. Marcus, get out of there, buddy. Get out of the
Dude,
get
look
out
at
of the
the
web.
size. Dude, look at the size of the teeth.
No.
Like, hey, listen,
Dude.
there's only one good spider, and it's a dead one.
Exactly. I fucking hate spiders.
Oh man, I love them.
Ugh.
So yeah, that would be it.
Okay.
Okay. I was Rhaiu, do you have a
No, you go, Nick.
answer?
You go.
I was gonna say a Pokemon. I always wanted a Charmander. Like actually have Pokemon in real
I didn't
life.
even think of fictional ones.
Well, it says non-traditional. I'm assuming that counts. Although non-traditional upon further review probably means like not a traditional pet, not like a not real animal.
Yeah, like an animal you can have. I don't know, penguin in the bathtub. Yeah, I don't know.
I would-
a Pokemon
I would-
too
Too messy.
answer though.
It's too messy.
I would say a bear.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Like a grizzly or
How
something.
the fuck are
Nope.
you gonna contain that?
Dude,
Well,
nobody would
okay,
mess
but
with
You're
them.
gonna come, you're gonna come home and your bear is gonna be banging.
You don't
your
need
wife.
to think
Making
about
bear
logistics.
Yeah, logistics are not like it's fine. You're just gonna have a
What's this?
bear.
Don't
Like
He
you
literally, just
you
has
Bear
throw him
babies.
like a couple crates
Bears,
of blueberries and
beets,
salmon. He's a happy
Battlestar
camper.
Galactica.
I'll get him like a treadmill to run on and do bear things. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tree to like scratch your back on, whatever.
That's
Like
fair.
that'd be a dope ass pet. And then like and you can teach him to ride him. You could be like Putin riding a bear.
And you could tell all your friends, be like, hey, come over. I've got a bear.
Right. Want to feed Smokey? Throw him a salmon or something. That'd be cool.
Well, I
Rhaiu?
think I'd have to go with I don't know. I've caught between a wolf and the bear, just because I've loved wolves, and I know we can get them close with like dogs and everything. But like, no, I want like an actual
Giant wolf.
purebred massive wolf that just like turns the corner and scares the shit out of everyone.
Yeah, like I didn't realize how giant wolves are until like because I there's coyotes around here where we live and those are tiny, right? They're like basically upgraded foxes. But
Yeah.
the like I saw like a video of like a husky next to an actual wolf, and the wolf is like 4 to 5 times the size of a husky. It's fucking enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that is a creature.
Mm-hmm.
You know? There's yeah. Anyways. Frozen Cheddar also asks.
If you could have any job in the world, streamer and content creator aside, what would it be?
Cabinet maker.
See, a while ago I would have said doctor, but I really don't think that anymore. What job would I want? To just enjoy the job.
See, I think if Nick could have any job in the world, the perfect job for him would be procrastinator.
Well, I do that every day. It's the job that I don't.
Oh,
have.
so
That's what they're asking about.
He could work in like HR.
Yes, like Fernando. I get more fucking Instagram reels from that guy from 8 to 4:30 every day than I do any
it's
other
like,
time.
oh, I'm working out today.
Exactly.
Gotta work the quads.
You're like I'm
Getting
Good, I
buffed
gotta-
to go 0-4 in a tournament.
Okay, they had a loss and 3 ties, I'll have you know. But yeah, they did not make Sunday. Getting buffed, that was brutal. I don't know what the hell my job would be, honestly. I like the dynamics are I like helping people, so I work in healthcare stuff now, but I don't literally want to be a doctor because it's such a pain in the ass. You have to work too fast now. I mean, I guess I like the concept of that. Like, I just like helping people, but I don't like the actual how that works in the U.S. anyway. But maybe a pharmacist or something. I don't know. Probably not. That'd be too boring. I'm not sure what I would do.
I think
I'd be a superhero. How about that?
Boom.
There you go.
Yeah, I'd be a superhero.
Atrax, Rhaiu,
and
what
I'd
would you guys
help
be?
people.
I think I would have to go more like into the media of esports. I've always been fascinated
That'd be
with
cool.
kind of not necessarily the broadcasting and being like on the screen, but working behind the scenes in esports, like either managing the flow of the tournament or the flow of the event, and working alongside some different content creators and professionals, and being able to cover that side of it. I wouldn't want to be on the cameras and actually performing or anything like that.
Or like an observer. where
Sort
you,
of like an observer.
Monitor the gameplay and show what's on camera.
Yeah,
Like the gameplay.
yeah, that's what I would do.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'd like to add in a asterisk with mine. I would also like to be a sports broadcaster. I think that'd be cool. Like for football,
I think
you
you'd be good at it too.
like a football. I don't know if I would do the play-by-play or like the color. I mean, I'm not usually the color person or like the analyst is like a former pro player, and obviously I don't have that experience, but I could do that. I could see myself like being into it, you know?
And we're back, and it's time for the halftime show.
Brought to you by Pepsi.
Yeah. There you
Super
go.
Bowl 84.
You can see that.
I guess
There
I
you
could
go.
still potentially do that, but Jim Nance has got to die at some point, right?
There you go.
I can do. Maybe I can just sweep in, get all the gigs, do the Masters, even though I know nothing about golf, do college football, basketball, all the above.
There you
If
go.
you don't know who Jim Nance is, that's not going to make any sense. What else does Frozen Cheddar ask?
Wait, Atrax, did you answer that one?
Whoa.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Come on, man. No, it's okay. In addition to Rhaiu's, because I would want to work in esports as well, two come to mind. One is like a VFX director. So working
be
on
cool.
visual effects for either video games or for movies or TV shows or whatever. But
That's a tough job, yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It's super tough. But if I could have it, I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And
It's
also,
rewarding.
yeah, being able to look at all the different visual effects and movies, all of that stuff. I love video editing in general. And then the other one, which would require a lot of effort because I'm not necessarily super great with this type of stuff, but being like an amusement park planner or designer, designing like roller coasters and amusement park rides and layouts for amusement parks and stuff like that.
Architects, probably.
Yeah, maybe, but
Like
like
amusement, specializing in amusement parks.
but like specifically amusement parks, or work for a company that designs roller coasters, because there are specific companies. It's not like the park building it. They
Yeah,
contract
it's
a company.
Engineers would do that. Yeah.
Right. So something like that, whether it's like Disney or Six Flags or whatever, but that requires a lot of schooling.
Yep.
They're not just going to accept the fact that, yeah, I played Roller Coaster Tycoon a ton when I was a kid and I play Planet Coaster now, like that's not good enough. But
Yeah.
that would be something that I think would be super, super fun and super cool.
Yeah. Frozen Cheddar asks, if you find a $100 bill on the side of the road and no one is around to claim it or ask questions, what do you do with it?
Well, I know what I would do with it. I'm keeping it. I'm pretty sure Joey, when he wrote this, Joey would like go to Starbucks and like pay for the next person's coffee or somehow pay it forward. I would just take it. Like, I mean, that sounds great, but I know myself in that moment, I would just be like, well, the universe has smiled upon me. Thank you. Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like be like, no one's around. That's okay. It's also different. If I saw somebody drop money, I've actually had that happen before. It was $20, not 100, but I saw that like fall out of their pocket, and I've been like, hey, you dropped this. So like, if you could, within reason, you can reconcile it, then I'm going to help, get it back to the person. But if there's really nobody around, then like, I'm just going to keep it at that point.
Yeah. Same.
But you get,
I get it.
Yeah, I'd keep it.
I would probably keep it as well. I would double check to make sure it's not counterfeit first, though. Like hold it up.
Wow, you guys are a bunch of selfish bitches. If there's a $100 bill on the ground, we're going out to lunch.
well, yeah.
Well, but you would keep the $100 bill,
the $100 bill,
and go to lunch. You wouldn't leave it
lunch.
there.
No,
I think is the
I would
question.
take it and I would go to lunch.
That's
They're
the
like-
question.
I would pay for your lunch. Like I do dinner.
You'd
Yeah.
fly me out on $100. Nice.
Sweet.
As long as I'm getting.
Oh my God, I didn't even
getting the rub and tug.
What?
The old rub and tug. We tried to find one of those places when I was in Florida for paintball. Yes, Division II paintball. And we struck out. The place we went to did not offer the extras.
I wish I knew an artist that could draw us a Division II Nick emote.
I'm sure we could find one.
Nerds community, now's your opportunity.
Just a div too.
Sovi asks if you could have a Pokemon to have in your life, Rushmore or something. Oh, just a Mount Rushmore or something. Which would it be? Only 150 only.
Original 150
150.
only.
Sorry, I'm tired.
I answered this by accident earlier.
Squirtle.
Did.
Yep.
Charmander, because I want a Charizard eventually. But I also would want like Mew or Mewtwo, like a cool psychic type. Hang on. Let me back this up. I'd probably have a bunch of Pokemon, but like my top 3 that I definitely want would be Charmander / that turns into a Charizard eventually. Then a shiny Gyarados. So like the red Gyarados. I always liked that after I played Silver. Like Silver was like the first Pokemon game that I really, really, really got into and beat, and that's where you encounter the red Gyarados. I like saved over and over to make sure I caught it. It was wicked cool. And then Alakazam, like psychic type. That'd be cool.
Alakazam.
Well, yeah.
Alakazam.
Abracadabra, then Alakazam. But
What about
Atrax?
you?
Rhaiu?
Oh,
Either of you?
I would 100% have an Arcanine and a Raichu. Those are my 2 favorite Pokemon.
Great choices.
Yep. I would
It's
go
Pokemans.
Pokemans.
Oh god.
Nope.
Come
on, guys.
I would go Charmander or a.
I'm surprised you're not picking like a leaf, grass type with your green color likingness.
That's yeah, but I don't know. Anyway, or a Pikachu, because then I can always power my stuff. Never have to worry about electricity.
Like, Pikachu, can I get a little juice over here?
Yeah. Ayo, Pikachu, can you power the Switch so we can play Pokemon together?
Oh my god! Have you guys seen the like realistic Pokemon fights? That guy does like, I'll look him up. There's a lot of funny videos with like Pokemon fights that are screwed up. It's very funny. Marcus, what would you pick for Pokemon?
Squirtle.
Yeah, he said Squirtle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Rhaiu?
Use your listening ears.
I already
Rhaiu answered as well.
Yeah.
Arcanine
yeah,
and
he said
Raichu.
Arcanine. Yeah, right. Okay.
All right, on to the next question. Darkwood asks, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
42.
69.
All the above. Giggity. Let's go. Doritos asks, what's the final question, Rhaiu?
Why are waffles better than pancakes?
Wait a minute, real quick, before we answer this, I just want to let you know who asked this question. It was Doritos!
Doritos.
R.I.P. your eardrums and probably my downstairs neighbor sleeping this evening. Why are waffles better than pancakes?
Because they hold the syrup better.
What are you guys talking about in here?
Find out next episode of Working Class Nerds.